Jsano fan server, I believe. I'm having some high encoding issues all of a sudden. And hopefully I fixed it. I've been trying to play some games, trying to do some recording, and due to the high encoding issue here, I think I may have solved a mystery. But unfortunately it costs the life of a series, which is unfortunate. I have not been recording much at all lately. Been letting UHC come out. UHC should be about done now. As a matter of fact, the my recap episode should have come out yesterday, so I guess you can check that out. 10 diamonds, 1 try. No. I'm gonna try that. There's been a few shops popping up. Lots of, chance and luck type shops. Do I have my diamonds? I do not. I put those in my bank. But that's okay, we got some more. Yeah, so Shoptown had a bit of a lull, and now it's kind of back going again. Red has a new shop back here. I don't know if it's open yet. Nope, not yet. But this is going to be her version of the luck shop. It's End City themed. Apparently she's gone through the entire End world and has cleaned the place out. So she's offering up her riches with a shop to make her even more rich, and probably going to continue to give Rad and Scott a hard time on their riches, which they have most definitely earned, because they're on here a lot. No mending books, otherwise I'd buy one. I think I've gone through. I bought some wood from Mixon, so he's got some stuff in his shop. There's apparently a bit of coal up there. It's spooky, very spooky. So Halloween's right around the corner, which means this skin, this little mask I got on, isn't gonna last too much longer. Man, my frame rate's low. Why is my frame rate low? Everything's off lately. My render distance is actually down to 6 chunks, too. I was playing a little bit of Hypixel and doing some stuff there. I was gonna play with an old friend of mine, but she had some issues, so we had to skip that session, but I played a little bit of TNT games. So, there's a potato in here. There's nothing I want to trade out, to be honest. Yeah. I'm the only one online today. It is the 28th, the Friday. So yeah, let's talk about Let's Plays. All the videos that we had going up. It's actually been pretty busy for me with all these videos, especially with UHC popping up. I've had to kind of take time out of nearly every day to record a couple episodes, make sure everything was going just fine, make sure I didn't fall behind on anything. My upload schedule for Overload and Civilization 5 kind of got flip-flopped. But it's not that big of a deal. I think it's all it's loading in that's making me lose frames. I find it weird that I'm having all these issues all of a sudden, though. This shouldn't be happening. Don't explode, Skelly Horse. But yeah, some things are gonna be changing. Figured I'd talk about each series as it pops up, or each series in turn, I guess. We'll do JFS last, but let's see. UHC is done, so that series is obviously over. It was pretty straightforward. No more recordings, so don't have to worry about that anymore. Civilization 5. The issue with Civilization 5 is the issue that I'm having right now with the high encoding issues. So I went to play another session, and was having trouble getting it to record properly. Usually I play Civ 5 in windowed mode. That way I can tab out and check on OBS every so often, just to make sure that it's doing its thing. And recently, well, the way it used to work is that I could have the screen fit to where it doesn't overlap with the taskbar, but recently it just overlaps it, so I have to actually move the window a little bit to get the taskbar to pop up, and then yeah, and then I can check on OBS and whatnot. But I had some really high encoding issues with it, and so I would play through 20 minutes of a game. I did like a couple attempts at it over the span of 20-minute episodes, and each time it showed me a frozen screen about a minute and a half in or so, somewhere where I left off checking it. So yeah, I went through about an hour's worth of gameplay, and it ended up all getting scrapped, and so I kind of just gave up on the series there. Good news is that you didn't miss much. I can kind of give you a recap of what happened, which is that we, after we defeated Montezuma, which is actually coming out in a couple more episodes. I have a few more episodes backlogged, but we go after Montezuma. After that, we kind of mill around for a while, and after the recording had ended, I had attempted to go help out Brazil, which was having some issues with pretty much every other nation. They all tried to turn against it, and so we went to play defense, and I built up this pretty big navy that went over and kind of lined up by Brazil, and places like Rome and the Celtics and pretty much anybody that was nearby wanted a piece of Brazil for some reason. So they all went to war with them, and each took turns like attacking the capital city. But every time they got close to taking it over, they would, I guess, run out of units or like give up, and the city wouldn't ever fall. I had already liberated another city that Brazil had lost, so they could thank me for that. And I was ready to liberate the other one, but it never happened. Songhai got a couple extra cities. I went to war with Carthage, and it didn't really do anything. I was like, hey, we're at war with you. And so when they surrendered, they gave me a couple cities. And the first city I gave to Assyria, who burned it to the ground. Second city I gave to Songhai, and they kept it as a puppet city. And then they started expanding outwards. They created another city next to it, and Carthage wanted their city back, so they went to war with Songhai and took it back, and then I swooped in and liberated it and gave it back to Songhai. The entire time I was preparing to battle with Greece, I was finally getting tired of them trying to take over our city-states. It's just this constant back and forth between us and them in terms of claiming city-states. They would claim it from us, and then we would like buy back their love. So it was kind of funny us going back and forth like that. But in the end, it wasn't any type of special victory from anybody. What ended up happening is we reached 500 turns, and I realized I forgot to turn off the time limit ending, and so yeah, the game ended at 500 turns, pretty much when we were at peacetime, and I ended up winning that. So it was a pretty lackluster finish considering everything we did. I guess it wasn't really worth watching, really. And the high encoding happened again. So I'm gonna... Oh no, we're back. Yeah, not really sure why that happens. I didn't change anything to OBS, nor my computer. So right now I'm just gathering stuff. Anything that might be of use. I actually don't need these. I don't know why I decided to pick them up. I keep that shield in there. Cobble wall, maybe? No. Hey, it's Weathermaster. Heyo. That's the other series I wanted to mention. Is Overload. Overload might be taking a break. Maybe? We haven't recorded anything recently. And the most recent episode came out like Friday or Saturday. So there might be a bit of a gap, maybe, most likely. Weathermaster kind of seemed to be burnt out with making videos. However, he is online now, so maybe he's not. But mentioned it on Discord earlier, like a couple days ago. They felt burnt out with Minecraft. So, and my schedule's been kind of wonky lately. I've been working double shifts on Saturdays, and I got scheduled for a Sunday shift this weekend, which means by the time you're watching this, I'm at work. So, great. That's fantastic. But, yeah, hopefully my schedule, like, irons out for the most part next week. Bad news for that, though, is that the other dishwasher has turned in his 2 weeks notice. So in about 2 weeks, unless we find somebody new, I'm going to be the only dishwasher working there, which pretty much means that my schedule's going to get pretty bad. So unless they can find somebody new within those 2 weeks, or if someone else on the line wants to step up. It's not going to be that big of a deal for weekdays because it's not as busy, but like weekends, I'm the only one available, so I'm going to have to work the entire weekend, which it won't be fun. So yeah, that's great. I've been kind of considering leaving myself to, at the very least, you know, work somewhere closer to home. But I just haven't gotten around to actually doing it. So yeah. But yeah, Overload might be taking a bit of a break. Scheduling is going to be the biggest issue at this point. Besides seeing if Weathermaster is ready to continue playing. here. These, and these in here, and these bricks can go in here. I have 8 of them now. Wood in here. Look at all these books. One of my next projects is going to be making a library. We're going to do that in a later episode, though, because just kind of walking around and talking today. Oh, this stack. I keep opening the same chest. Dun, dun, dun. I got a lot of junk in there. Let's see. Ooh. Vintage Beef Fan server. I only did the 2 episodes so far. If I intend to continue that, it will be for until I get all the achievements, most likely. Assuming I'm able to. There's the Explore All Biomes achievement that I'd like to get. That might be tough, but so yeah, that one's probably not going to last too long. We'll see. Relations update. I'm friends with pretty much everybody in the JU, which includes Susica, Penguinia, Estonia, Isle of Cookia, the Republicia, which actually isn't part of the JU, but we did a thing. I'm an ally of the JU, as well as Mary Gamer, and I believe I'm an ally of Weathermaster, yep, over there. So I officially declared that in a video that can't come out yet. I finished my map as well. That's cool. Check out the map. If my high encoding issue solves itself, there we go. So yeah, there will be a video on its way out about that. I'm waiting on another video to come out first, though. So that bit of news is the unfortunate victim of waiting on somebody else. But yeah. Yeah, the Vintage Beef Fan server is probably going to have a limited run for the most part. As for the JFS, it's still going to stay 1 video a week for the moment, at least until everything else happens. I may bump it back up to 2 a week if I get back into the swing of things. Right now I'm kind of in a lull myself. I made this little house, though. It's a kind of a modern looking home. That's where my bed is now. There's nothing in here. I have nothing in there. But it's nice. Nice little place. Let's see. It's 18 minutes. I think I'm actually going to end the episode off here. I did all the little updates I needed to update on. And we didn't do anything. We just kind of looked around the shops and then headed home. But I figured I would update a little bit. So next episode we'll build something nice and do some other stuff. But for now, I hope you guys have enjoyed watching. And I shall see you all next time.